What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to CryptoQuandary. I just want to go over a couple things about Cardano. There is a little bit of possibly fake news going around, but to start off, we'll go into the market cap. So right now, in number one spot, we have, obviously, Bitcoin's going to be number one. Number two, we have Ethereum. Number three, XRP. EOS is in four. We have Litecoin in number five. Bitcoin Cash in six. Stellar is in eight. Tron in ninth place, and Binance Coin in 10th, with Cardano coming in at the number 11 spot. There was a big jump from Cardano to Binance Coin, well as from Litecoin's not too far, if you notice, behind EOS. It's not that much, not that bad. However, the difference between XRP and Ethereum, if you take a look at that, that's a pretty big deal. That's a pretty big jump. So, yeah, looks like we're looking at Ethereum in the number two spot for a while. So, moving on over to the Cardano news. It had to do with the Samsung S10 that's coming out. A lot of people are saying that, take a look, according to a Samsung official, Samsung wallet plans to support the ADA cryptocurrency. So, and again, rumor, it is a rumor. So we will not know until we see this phone out on the market in everybody's hands. So again, it is a rumor as of right now. So until Samsung releases something that says, this is what's going to be on our wallet, I would just take this as, take it with a grain of salt whenever you hear all these different cryptocurrencies are going to be on this new phone and everything. Just take it with a grain of salt. I mean, your top, basically what they would possibly have is your top three most likely, probably Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin, or Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin Cash. It seems as if usually what wallets do or new exchanges tend to do is put your Bitcoin on there. Ethereum and Litecoin are the three that I've seen. It's the three most prominent ones that I've seen go on wallets and so on and so forth. But basically what this article is talking about is that obviously there will be a cryptocurrency wallet on there. There's a little bit of leaked footage. It says it broadly allows three features: payments to merchants, digital signatures, and crypto storage and transfers. Phone's full list of possible uses reads: secure distribution of data, insurance and contract verification, content copyright management, direct sharing of content, in-game goods ownership, digital asset management, transactions. According to the app's terms and conditions, the blockchain key store generates and stores a private key based on blockchain technology and a secure enclave built into the device. It can securely sign and store crypto transactions using blockchain. Term devices refers to mobile devices developed by Samsung Electronics such as smartphones, tablets, according to the T&Cs. So it looks like it's going to be decent. However, keep in mind this is one of the first phones. There are other phones out there that do already have cryptocurrency wallets on them and blockchain technology. Are they expensive? Yes, they are very expensive. However, a lot of technology is coming out. You have Sony making phones. Not even like, the reason I say that is because they're coming out with pretty wild phones so that you can actually watch better quality movies and well, I should say movies, but better quality footage on there. Like if you're watching YouTube, the quality is going to be 100 times better than whatever phones are out now. That's one thing I did notice. So yeah, if you notice, It does say ETH on here. You have, where did I see it? I saw somewhere on here that there was Bitcoin somewhere. Well, I mean, if you have Ethereum on there, you're most likely going to have Bitcoin. I mean, here it is. Bitcoin, Ethereum so far as that we can see. So, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what actually happens. It's going to start shipping on, Samsung itself said the Galaxy S10 will start shipping on March 8th. And this is from Coindesk.com, this article. So if you want to go ahead and take a look at it, there is your link right there. I'll leave it up for a second if you want to write it down or screenshot it or whatever you want to do. All right, moving on to Charles Hoskinson and Cardano. So this article is basically saying that he's going to be building, well, Cardano is going to be building for a long time, meaning that he's not in a rush to get his project done. They are not in a rush. Cardano as a team is not in a rush to get anything done or, completed, because, when you rush things and try to get projects done too fast, they don't come out as they should. So he is not in a rush. As I've talked about before, they're always coming out with updates to their wallet, and the coin as well. So right now we're just waiting on the POS, the proof of stake, to come into the Daedalus wallet, which is pretty exciting because once that happens, you'll be able to stake your coins and receive rewards based off of helping the blockchain. So that'll be another way to basically just make, free coin. So that'll be interesting. Charles Hoskinson released a video during YouTube's cryptocurrency virtual summit. I'm not going to play that on here. I don't want to get any strikes or anything like that. However, in which he gave an overview of Cardano's developments since launching in 2017 and what they have learned along the way. Cardano is here to stay for a very long time. Greatest accomplishment is how much he and his team have learned about introducing and making cryptocurrency function in the market. And he goes on to say that, learning how to have a product that can evolve at a reasonable pace and being able to actually execute on the science, because the science is so very complicated and it's all new protocols. What he's saying is that, it's not easy, basically. That, it's not just a coin, it's not just a currency, it's not just a asset, whatever you want to call it. It goes beyond that, and that's what I've been saying this whole entire time. It's not the coin, it's not the cryptocurrency, it's not the asset, it's not just the investment portion of it. It is the company, it is the technology, it's the blockchain. What can it do? What will it do? That is the big investment that people are investing into. Granted, there's a lot of people out there that say, oh, Litecoin's going to be the number one. That's going to be, for transactions. Bitcoin's going to be your store of wealth. Okay, great and everything, but it's the technology. And there's a lot of guys out there, top people that talk about cryptocurrency on a daily, weekly basis. They'll tell you the same thing. Yes, they'll say, okay, I believe that, Litecoin in the future will be your transactional value, and then your Bitcoin is going to be like almost like your savings account type thing. But it's the technology. What is it doing? It's not just a stock. It has more to do with that. It's technology, and it's the companies behind them. So if you don't have great leaders in the company, and I see leaders because I've ever seen it, leaders versus bosses. You always want a leader. It's like I said, though, it's the company and what are their goals. In the beginning, it's going to be hard to define what they want to do because, will they reach their goals? If it's a new company and they just came out, sure, they could put everything down on paper, everything down on an article. This is what we want to accomplish. This is our roadmap. And here's our white paper. Our roadmap is basically, a roadmap is saying, all right, by June 2021, this is what we want to accomplish. By June 2023, this is what we want to accomplish. It's just their timeline goal. Their white paper is going to tell you exactly what they want done during that time frame. So it's, you have, unfortunately, sometimes you have to wait and see how these companies are going. Cardano, they have a nice background I don't even know what you would call it, but a nice timeline of backgrounds, I guess, history. They have a nice history of updating their wallet, updating their projects, Byron 2.0, Shelly, all their different projects that they have within each other, which are within their company. So he did note it's very early in the stages of development, but has already accomplished a lot in terms of creating a specification of code and developing a reasonable vision of how to roll out that code and ship it to the market. The complex nature of Cardano in general requires time to develop if it's to be done right. Emerging digital leader technologies and their use cases are constantly evolving. While this process of development may be slow and subject to delays, it's of critical importance that it's done correctly from the beginning. So that's what I'm talking about. It's the use cases. What can they do? Like, what is it going to do? If it's just a cryptocurrency or a token or an altcoin, but it has no real use case, then what's the point? You have to make sure that you research these things before you go into them. And a lot of them are smaller, and they say, oh, we have use cases on this, and I've seen many of them that are almost like MLM coins and stuff like that. Are they bad? I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying that they're bad. All I'm saying is if there's a coin that's better, it's a no-brainer. Like, it's gonna take off. You know what I mean? It's gonna take off. So it depends. Just know what you're investing in is what I'm saying. And again, with Cardano, I'm not saying buy it. I'm not saying sell it. I'm not saying anything about it. All I'm doing is giving the information out to hopefully help some people out and just pass it on. The S10 right now for this video is just that the S10 Cardano being on the S10 in a wallet could be a little bit of FUD, but we'll find out. So we'll go back to the market capitalization. Give it a little refresh. See where we're sitting. All right, so we have Bitcoin at 4168. It did break that $4,000 mark. Let's see if it can hold it, or let's see if it drops back down and retests a certain level first. Ethereum is 160. If you actually take a look at it, let's click the wrong thing. Sitting right around here with a resistance right here. It's a little closer to 160. I can't just pin it, but yeah. So one of the guys on Crypto TV, you guys can check him out as well on YouTube. He's really good. He does charts as well. But he was actually saying that, we're sitting right here. We're sitting at that area. We're sitting right where that resistance is right now. So we could see Ethereum drop back down. Is that to say it will? I guess we'll find out. And then we also have XRP is sitting at 33 cents, just about 34. EOS is $4.30, and Litecoin is 52.23. So that's the top 5. Very interesting to see everything play out the way it is right now. I don't know if you guys have seen, but take a look at the stock market versus the cryptocurrency market and just see the correlation. Watch the correlation. Watch what happens. Does the stock market go up when crypto goes up? Is it going to go down when crypto goes up? Is it going to go up when crypto goes down? Just watch them both side by side. That's all I'm saying. With that said, everybody have a great weekend. Enjoy your day and stay blessed.